This is the second trial. We're rolling, honey. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I am so happy, honored, excited, proud to finally be able to show and present to you guys one of my biggest projects I think I've ever done. This is even more exciting than uploading my very first video on YouTube. Honestly, I cannot tell you how happy I am after all this time. By the way, if this is your first time seeing this video, hello, my name is Anais, aka Simply Anais. Nice to meet you, I hope you guys are doing well. If you've clicked on this video, you've seen the title, which I am excited to announce that I am launching my very own, made by me, produced by me, my own online magazine. You don't know the amount of time that I wanted to show you guys, to tell you guys, to include it in the vlog, but it was just, no. I was just, you know, let's be patient, let's make people wait. I'm so freaking excited, I'm so happy, just so many emotions right now. You might be wondering what the heck Anais is. I'm going to explain in this video everything about this magazine, how I started, what subject is it about, etc. All the fun stuff. And yeah, let's just get right into this video. I have everything written down in my notebook so I can remember what to talk about, what to go through. Alright, so let's throw it back all the way before coronavirus, pandemic, the craziness of 2020. November 2019, the day that Harry released his tour dates, me and Rita were freaking out on WhatsApp. We're like, holy shit, this is happening. Tour dates, Paris, we have to be together, like fireworks, man. If you followed my channel for a while now, if you know me at all, or you know, maybe this is your first time watching me, I study digital communication. I go to a private school in Paris, and in this school we learn a bunch of different things, and we have a bunch of different subjects all towards digital. One of the big subjects that we have is web design. What's important to know about my school is that we learn a lot through practice, and we have a lot of projects, you know. That month we had an end of the year project, so we have one of the main projects that we had that day. She came up and she was like, okay, here's your new project, y'all. You're going to create your own online magazine. She looked at me and she was like, I know you're gonna love this. And I was like, honey, my jaw dropped. I was so freaking excited. Like, my Devil's Wears Prada dream is happening. 30 going on, 30 is happening. I'm so, hello, this is my time to shine. I am living for anything magazine related, and this project really got me excited, and I was like, let's do this. I'm ready for the challenge. I started brainstorming on what I could do, etc. So if you know me, if you watch these videos, obviously you know I love fashion, I love lifestyle, traveling, music. And so I started searching around, you know, what exists. You know, I kind of came to a conclusion that, you know, everything's done about fashion. I think, in my opinion, it's impossible to create a fashion magazine nowadays because there's so many magazines. Literally, you name it, it's there, like it exists. And so then I started thinking about like a magazine like to help young people like through different situations of life, whether that was partying, you know, or like periods, all that kind of stuff. And so then, you know, I kind of just talked to my teacher back and forth, and in my head I was like, hold up, periods. You don't really see, you know, you do see some articles about periods here and there on magazines. There's not really a magazine about periods. Sure, there are blogs, but that's not the same thing. And I was like, oh my god, we have something here. Let's create an online magazine all about periods. And that's the idea. The magazine is an online menstruation magazine. The very first period magazine. All about period. Nothing else. I was really excited for this project. I felt like I needed something for this project. Basically, what we had to do for the project was to create web pages. So we work for desktops mostly. We had to create also mobile devices, actual articles for the magazine, we had to write them, etc. So initially the name that I had was 28 because, you know, of the cycle of our periods, which is 28 days, but it was just not fitting. Like, something's missing here. I started talking about this project to my family so much, and I go, oh my god, I think I have a name for this magazine. And you know, I start thinking about it, and I go, bloody hell, because, you know, bloody, blood, and hell. And my mom goes, wait a minute, in French you say it bon sang. Official name of the magazine, Bon Sang. Morning time, I woke up and I go, this is it, mom. Now, part 2. Moving forward to 2020, you know, time goes by, and then coronavirus, you know, lockdown starts, we're locked, and then April started, and I had to get into my internship. Learned a lot, was fun. Sadly, after a month, I had to end my internship because the lady couldn't keep me, you know, due to this situation. I have this talk with my mom. Mind you, I had many talks with my mom before about this, if, you know, I was gonna do it or not. And I'm like, you know, now what? I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, you know, for the next months, apart from, you know, YouTube, etc. I started thinking about the magazine, and she goes, you know, this is the perfect time for you to do the magazine. And I'm like, well, if I'm not gonna do it now, somebody else is gonna do it, and I'll regret it. So, took my computer, sat on my desk, opened all the documents that I had, and that was it. I said, we're launching this magazine. That's it. And yeah, that's when I decided that I was going to launch my own online magazine. Moving on to part number 3. I feel like I look like Jenna Ring right now. The part that you've been waiting for the most on this video is creating the website of the magazine, what's inside. In the magazine, previously there was way more sections when I started the project than there are now. When I started the project, I had so many different ideas, and I was like, oh my god, this is such a great concept, etc. But when I reopened everything, relooked at everything, read it front and back, it was like, okay, we need to take off some of these stuff, we need to compile them, and I was creating a website because I didn't want to do print, obviously, because it costs way more money. I don't have that kind of budget right now, and I wanted to reach a wider audience. I wanted for people to be able to go on the magazine, read it, accessible, you know, like, hello, I need the information right now. The most easiest for me was to do a website, and through my school we learned how to do that, and I was like, let's go, let's put them skills to work. What's inside the magazine? There's 4 sections so far. Keyword, so far. Number 1, the most important section of the magazine, obviously, period skits. The section where you'll find everything from how to choose your hygiene products to how to survive your periods during the night. Our favorite period products. Can you have sex on your periods? All that fun stuff. A section on surviving your periods. For everybody. Number 2. Now, as I mentioned before, and if you watch my videos or you just know me at all, I love fashion, and when creating this magazine, teacher once again is telling us, make sure you put what you like in the magazine. Make sure you put something you like to read. You know, it's important. You're creating the magazine. You have to include it. And I welcome you, the fashion section, from how to dress on your periods, colors to wear on your periods, to lookbooks. There are going to be lookbooks every edition. Yes, work outfits on your periods. You know, fashion tips, lookbooks, you name it, we got it. I'm so excited for this section. It's gonna be so much fun. I know, even myself, sometimes when I have my periods, I never know what to wear. Always a struggle, and I'm just like, I'll just rewear the same outfit 300 times, the same pants. And I want to be able to show people that you can dress well, you can look cute, even when you have your period. The third section, now the name of this section is called L'Avion Rouge, aka L'Avion Rose from Edith Piaf, which was perfectly fitting for this project. Honestly, it couldn't have been better, the name is. And you will find curated lists every edition, from period products to skincare to makeup to favorite apps, songs, TV shows. What changes with the other sections is that it's gonna be new every edition. You're not gonna find it on the website. Now the last section on this magazine is traveling. Traveling has two different sub-menus, and I love traveling and I wanted to include that in the magazine. I've learned quite a few things while traveling, especially on my periods. I love looking at city guides, I love recommendations, etc. And I wanted to do the same thing, but with a twist. Obviously it's all twisted with periods. So I present you one of the sections. It's going to be called City Guides on Periods. Wherever you are in the world, wherever you're traveling, every edition, 2 cities, a bunch of stores throughout the cities where you can find period products. Because we know sometimes periods show up out of freaking nowhere and we're dressed super well, you know, white pants, whatever, and they just turn up. They're like, hello, I'm coming here for, you know, a week, rent-free, honey. And you're like, Second sub-menu of the traveling section is traveling on your periods. Tips that I've learned, that I found throughout the years of having my periods, whether that's summer holidays on your periods, public bathrooms. On the top of my head, those are like some of the articles that I can think about. So far, that is it for the magazine section. You're probably wondering, how many times a year is this gonna come out? I had thought about, you know, for the project, it was gonna be every 28 days. Creating a magazine takes so much time and I didn't think about it before. I was very like ignorant. Then I changed it to like every month, you know, to make it a little bit more realistic. Then I thought about university, my internship coming, which I don't have one yet, YouTube and my, you know, my life in general. So this is gonna be a trimestral magazine, which is gonna come out every 3 months. I'm doing it seasons by seasons, which to me is way more simple. The first edition will be out September 4th, which will cover September, October, November. Now keep in mind, this magazine was created during lockdown and summertime. So some of these things are more summer transition to September related. That's why, okay? So there's not a lot of fall things in there, but there is an Instagram. I will put the Instagram on the screen. Obviously, I had to do an Instagram for the magazine. There will be content uploaded on the Instagram through the months of September, October, November, etc. So when the magazine's out, there's still going to be content, and yes, I have thought about content for the Instagram as well. The best part of this video, creating the first edition. What was I gonna put in there? What was I gonna do? You know, the cover magazine, all that stuff. So I kind of just brainstormed every article I wanted to write. Actually, I was gonna have way more articles than I have now, and I reduced it to 9 articles for the first edition. It might not seem like a lot, and they're quite like informative. So I felt like that was a balance, you know. It was outweighing the fact that there was 9 articles, but there was so much content inside. For the first edition, I did it during lockdown, so it's gonna be way different than the other editions. I wanted to include a bunch of articles for the periods magazine, for the periods section, obviously. So that's the section that has so far the most articles, because it's probably the most important section of the magazine for me. Not that I don't think the others are important, but this one is the main one, in my opinion. Another question I want to answer that you're probably thinking of, what language is the magazine? The magazine is in English, for now, because I knew it was gonna reach a lot more people. Initially, the magazine was in French for the project, obviously. I also took the decision that I was gonna do a French edition to reach French people that might not understand English. But that will come later. Probably for the second edition, I'm not really sure yet, so stay tuned for that. But for me, it was just way easier to do it in English. Writing in French is way harder for me. I make sure to include every source for all the like informative articles. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, I don't know everything, and I don't just like write stuff off my head. I didn't invent periods. This magazine is for everybody that is concerned with periods. Men and women, you are all welcome to read this magazine. It's a safe place for everybody to enjoy. I wanted to make sure it was a magazine open to everybody because periods concern everybody. So let's make it, you know? The cover issue, I love cinema. I love movies. My family is a really cinematic family. Like, I looked at a lot of like covers from magazine, older covers, because I really like the vintage ones. And so I decided to recreate like a cinematic kind of cover for the first edition. I don't know if you're gonna see me much after on the magazine, I don't really know yet, but there's a lot of me right now, obviously due to the circumstances. I was FaceTiming Greta and I don't know why, I just had like this burst of inspiration at night. I don't know why I always did my pictures during the night during lockdown, and I was like, let's just do this. I'm gonna put some makeup on. And I just shot a lot of pictures, and there was one in particular that stood out to me, and I was like, this has. I created the magazine. I had a lot of problems with the website. I struggled, I really did. But I did it after watching a lot of, you know, YouTube videos, YouTube tutorials. I am proud to say that the website is up and running. The communication, I had to do something pre-launch. Obviously, I wasn't just gonna release the magazine like that. And we came up with the idea with Laura to do teasers, which would present all the sections on the magazine. So we came up with super cute concepts of each sections. Laura does amazing motion design, etc. It's amazing. I will put them on the screen one by one so you can see. Hello, it is Anais, editing central over here. I am putting on the final touches to the video, and I noticed that I completely forgot to introduce Laura and who she is and what she does. She is the second member of the Bon Sang magazine squad. Laura and I go way back from elementary, but we were never really like friends and we never really hung out. But because we both know a guy, she kind of put us in relations. Basically, I talked to a guy about this project and I was so excited, and I got go, oh my god, you should definitely talk to my best friend Laura, because Laura does graphic design studies and she's really into that kind of stuff and it's right up her alley, and you guys should definitely work together. So I reached out to Laura on Instagram and I told her about the project, and she was so like into it. She loved the idea. She's like, yes, let's do it, let's work together. And we were supposed to meet, but that didn't happen because of the strikes at the time. So we ended up FaceTiming and we worked so well together. The energy was amazing and we were just on the same line. Everything went super smooth and well. She did amazing illustration and we just had so much fun. And so when I decided to do the magazine officially, I immediately reached out to Laura and asked her, would you want to be the official graphic designer for the magazine? Are you in it or not? And she said, yes, let's do this, like, let's go. And we were so excited. I was so excited. And yeah, that was it. That's how it happened. So Laura, if you're watching this, all the things that you did would have never happened if it wasn't for you. So thank you very much. You helped me so much. I'm so excited to work with you. We're gonna have so much fun. So yeah, go follow her Instagram. Her art Instagram will be linked down below. Go check it out. Go show her some love. She's amazing. She does amazing stuff. And yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna go now back to editing. Mwah. Keep on watching. And yeah, we are now August the 24th, and I am a week away from launch. I'm so excited. I never thought in a million years that I would get to this point. It's a dream come true, and I hope this can motivate, inspire anybody out there trying to realize their dreams. It took me a while to believe in myself and just like, you know, make decisions without asking people, etc., what they thought about it, and just going straight for it. And I've learned so much while creating this magazine. I'm still learning, and honestly, I'm so happy with the results. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it. Share it. Read it with the world. Let's make periods more talked about, less unbearable and fun, because who says periods can be fun? On that note, I will leave you. My camera is out of charge. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. It means so much. The emotional video will come out next week because this is the launch. So next week is the launch party, of course. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And let's start an amazing adventure together. Bye! By the way, the link to the magazine is down below.